It's my first time to attend a class where we are talking about corruption for about 4 hours.
It applies to both private sector and public sector.
This can be an induction course for members of county assembly and members of parliament. Looking at the last 1 week, it's been an eye-opener. I engage in public advocacy, and therefore the broad understanding of the reasons behind some of the public policy decisions that we see, whether good or bad, understanding the whole process of public policy making, the intrigues, the delicate balancing act, the give and take, it's very, very critical. So it's been a real valuable week spending here at the Strathmore Business School to understand this public policy making ecosystem.
Public policy, I think it's a topic that most people don't really know what it entails. We have customers all around Africa, and the majority of the customers that I interact with are government customers, so public sector. So for me, being here just to understand how policies can affect even the private sector and how we and public sector can come together and implement proper policies. So it was a very good session, the 1 week that I've been here.
I came for the public policy course because over the course of my career, I have actually done some elements of the policy making process. However, I never quite had a full understanding of the whole process. So one of the reasons I came for this course is to get a better understanding of the policy making process from end to end, try and understand it as a process, probably as a science, so that I'm able to do a better job as a communication specialist in advising on both ends, from the making of the policy to the communication of the policy.
It's my first time to attend a class where we are talking about corruption for about 4 hours. So learning about corruption, its genesis and how it can be cured was thought-provoking. It was really something that I was looking forward to, and I got right that. I got to appreciate the process behind policy making, implementation and review.
Coming from the background of a membership organization, the stakeholder analysis and engagement gave me a different perspective. I think there was fresh knowledge about stakeholder analysis and engagement. And of course, the aspect of advocacy as well, looking at the various dimensions to it was really interesting. But also the art of negotiation as a resource mobilizer and as a membership organization. There's always quite a bit of negotiation that goes into my daily deliberations.
It's a course that I would recommend to most of my colleagues who also are interacting with the public sector. I would also recommend this to people, upcoming leaders, anybody who has an intention of becoming a leader of this country. I think this is a good place to start so that you can understand the policies that you're going to implement and the challenges that you're going to face and the hurdles, so that you're able to have a proper policy moving forward.
It applies to both private sector and public sector. Why I say that is because there is a nexus. They don't work in isolation. We all need to work together for the betterment of this country. So it applies to everybody in the public sector, in the private sector. As long as you're involved in policy making, in decision making, this is an important course for you to take.
I hope that this can be an induction course for members of county assembly and members of parliament, because they are the senior most public decision makers. And being able to have this worldview that I have benefited from this week would not just make it easy for the advisors, would take this country to the next level.